you'll more than likely see an owl if that's a symbol in your family. Now, in some hoodoo circles, when you hear an owl hooting, people will often recite or pray a psalm to let them know, that the message was received without harm, or that, they understand what's going on. Now, I've talked about before how I took care of my grandfather as he started to transition. And he lived with us for about 4 months. He did pass away in our home. And the night before he passed away, there was an owl hooting outside all day. I mean, it was just constantly going. We could even hear it in the morning time, which I'm not sure if that's unusual or not. But that was kind of how we knew, especially if you've ever dealt with someone who's receiving end-of-life care, you know how they go from being really spry and awake and eating to all of a sudden they can no longer talk or move. So right as we heard the owl hooting, that's kind of when he came out of that lucid, being able to talk and sit up and eat phase, and he just kind of, went, you know how it is, but he ended up, turning into that last stage transition. But yes, I know there are a lot of people out there who are scared of owls because there are some negative omens. It's just like crows and ravens. Some people assume that the seeing an owl or hearing messages from owls can be something negative, but they are not. It is just a gentle reminder or a warning to pay attention to the surroundings around you. And a lot of, like I said, the folklore and things that I read years ago, superstitions, it may be under that playlist. I'm not sure what video it would be though. I've talked about bird signs and things like that. Yeah, a lot of these traditions and superstitions have been around for at least 100 years, and there were people who were freely talking about them then. So yeah, I hope that helps, and I will get around to answering everybody else in this thread. I completely forgot to do that. So yeah, I'll start responding to these videos. Bye.